Okay, Jazz but Louisa Gladstone's made a tag for us all to have to answer. Okay, one of her questions is about, can you build a house of cards? Um, I I can build small ones. I don't know that I've ever progressed to when you have like 3 layers stacked up or 4. I think I can get to like 2 or 3 layers. I don't know that I've ever progressed farther than that. Um, Anyone of my generation, one of the reasons why you usually attempt it is because of the Brady Bunch episode, where they had a competition of building a house of cards to see who, boys against girls, to see who got to use their trading stamps to buy whatever it was they wanted. The boys wanted a rowboat and the girls wanted a sewing machine or something. The next one of Jasmine's questions, she talks about, have you ever accidentally hurt somebody? I assume she's not talking about the countless hearts that I've broken. I feel bad. There was one time we were playing football in the park, and my poor sister was running with the ball, and I was running to tag her, and I was running downhill, and I couldn't stop myself, and I bumped into her harder than I meant to, and she went down really hard on her shoulder and laid there for a while. Turned out she'd injured her shoulder or collarbone. I felt really bad about that. We were adults, we weren't kids. That's the only thing that really comes to mind. Let's see, what is another one of Jasmine's questions? I wrote them down here. Can you impersonate anyone? I invite anybody to go back and look at my impersonation of Jasmine, and then you can be the judge as to whether I can impersonate anybody. Or go back and look at, I don't know if it's still up, my impression of Mark walking through the woods. Do you have a strong local accent? Now, I don't think I do. But whenever other people from other parts of the world have mentioned it, they say I have a very strong, I guess, Midwestern American accent. Of course, you never think that you do, but it's the foreigners, the outside people, to notice it. I notice every once in a while I have some Chicago thrown into my accent, which I don't really care for because I don't think Chicago accent is very nice. But unfortunately, I every once in a while it creeps in. There is a very noticeable accent in the area of Indiana where my parents are from that my relatives have. Okay. And then bobbing for apples, I think, is the last question. I don't think I ever have bobbed for apples. I remember that they used to do it. I remember on Charlie Brown Halloween, Lucy and Snoopy are bobbing for apples, and of course she has a panic attack because Snoopy ends up on the other side of the apple from her. But I don't believe that I ever have. I don't think I've ever wanted to. The idea of sticking my head into a tub of water in a crowd of people, and other people have been sticking their heads in the same tub of water with their slobbers splashing around in there. I don't think I would. I don't think the idea of that doesn't appeal to me. Apples are not that much of a treat that I think I would want to go through that and do that. So no, I've never done that. Okie doke. I just heard a very sad, creepy story on the news before I left. A woman from the western suburbs of Chicago has gone hiking in Colorado on a mountain somewhere with her dog, and she's missing. They don't know where she is, or the dog is missing too. And now they have discovered her footprints mixed up with grizzly bear footprints. So you kind of know how that's going to end up. Of course, her family is very hopeful. They're saying that she's very good in the outdoors and all this kind of thing. Well, talk to Timothy Treadwell about that. I think grizzly bear footprints means she's gonna... I think she was et. I don't know how it's gonna end up. I hope it ends up in a better ending than poor Timothy Treadwell. We continue to be like some 20 degrees colder than normal. And as you can see, it's very gloomy and depressing. It's not spring-like at all. So, I guess I'll talk to you guys later sometime. My family and myself, going back to the accent question, we slip into funny accents all the time. Kind of like faux southern accents or slang accents. Just to, that's just something we do. I don't know why, but we do. Look, this tree is in the shape of a cross. Ooh, ooh. Okay, Busby, shall we? Let's go.